That's easy. That's even surprisingly easy. I don't know. I don't feel right. I don't feel safe anymore. No, look at that. That's crazy. Hi guys, my name is Anna. I hope you know that. But if you don't, I have my Telegram channel, which is completely free, and we trade together right there on binary options. I have 12 signals a day in my Telegram channel, so just proceed, check it out, and let's go. Hi guys, here's me Anna. I am a little bit like with this celebrating atmosphere. That's just gonna be the best day maybe in the year, because that's just the I don't know, that's the happy day that we can celebrate a lot. So of course we're going to be trading today using the Quotex platform, and we're going to be having our result. I hope it's going to be the nicest one, because emotionally I'm so, I don't know, so safe, so warm, because that's the best day, just as I told you, when you can celebrate all your loved ones, and that's perfect. So we're going to be starting and checking it. Guys, we're going to be starting, of course, all of these processes are just going to be the same, but the atmosphere is going to be a little bit more like the celebrating one. 679 is going to be the starting sum, 1 minute period for the candle, and we're going to be proceeding to the 3 indicator based strategy. The first one is going to be the ATR, and we just right there fixing all of that, keeping the period, which is 7. Second one is going to be the momentum. So you may see that actually this is 2 indicators below chart, and of course 1 indicator just right on chart. I cannot say that that's actually, I don't know, so important, this last indicator, but it is helping, and that's just, I don't know, some classy way for the trading. And we're gonna be choosing 10 seconds, because when we have the easiest strategy, we're making the hardest period for the candles, and we gonna be choosing currency pairs with the biggest payout. You know that's from the top of the list, and some of the 94%, they're just getting bigger and bigger. I don't know why, but I am thankful for that. Okay, we finished and we're done with that, and we're gonna be starting. That's easy. That's even surprisingly easy. Of course, I will be hoping that it's not going to be some complication in the process, I don't know, during this 1 minute. But I must say that out of the chart, that was clear and easy, that just the peak, and we're going to be having the closing, that's going to be just the heel, that's the pattern. But if you're going to be looking at the indicators, and that's what they actually been showing to us, especially the ATR, that's that line of it kind of at the bottom. We were at the lowest position. Of course, there is nothing wrong with rise a little bit and then go downward next, because we can actually be even like that and still having just the biggest tendency to get downward. And that's my hope. I hope it's just going to be like that and nothing wrong with that. But this location of the lines of the momentum and mostly of the ATR actually been giving us that girl, you may have some problems with that. And again, that's the rising. The question is, what's going on? Because you may see that's been a little bit fast, and you may see that lines of the candles, and don't forget that's just the 10 seconds candles, and that means that everything going on kind of fast. That's going on just fast, and thanks God I've been waiting a little bit, and now I can see that actually the big tendency, first of all, let's go just step by step. First of all, I think the big tendency, the massive and the huge tendency right there is to get upward, and that's pretty sad that we don't have maybe the super trend, maybe the zigzag, some indicators just like that to see the whole, maybe some channel indicators. It's going to be really helpful right there. So you may see that we were correct. but that was kind of tricky. I've been talking, I've been thinking. You may see that all the indicators, we went in the high volatility and we were just lucky. You may see how actually equal and flat all of the candles. And I ignored. After I've seen this green candle, the big green candle turned to be brick orange one, and then went downward. I do recommend just keep the situation like that and don't be risking, because I got lucky. Okay, let's try to make this one a little bit more stable and working, because I must say there's none of the, I think, strategies that have been actually helping us before. Showed to you all of this just combination that we have right on chart and we have with the indicators. With the momentum, it's kind of easy. It seems like we are at the peak and we're going to get downward. With the ATR, that's a little bit not so good, because we are kind of in the middle of the chart. We are trying to get downward, and that's what we needed. That's the good one, but we don't have much space below. And we still had this rising. It's fine. That could be the plateau, that could be another peak, and then we're gonna get downward, because I do expect that we're gonna be closing, that we're gonna be still trying and going downward, which is not happen. It is. So you may see the candles are crazy. These 10-second candles are giving you, I don't know, a bunch of the info. Actually, yeah, that's the profit, a bunch of the info. And sometimes all the info that you have is kind of opposite. So you cannot try, you cannot trust it. You can rely on it. You just need to handle that, to manage that. So that's a little bit, just as I told you, more difficult than even 15 seconds one. Again, let's try. I don't feel fine, if I'm being honest, with this market today, with these candles, with that strategy. So it seems like the peak, look at that. So the big tendency is to get upward. We may see that we have the big but slowly rising. And lately it's been happening with some orange candle inside. And if I'm being honest, I'm a little bit nervous, because you may see that this tendency is keeping to get bigger. Because that was like the one candle, then too small, then one almost like nothing happened, and then two candles which is bigger. And you may see, yeah, I think we saw about to get, that's my plan. That's my plan, that we're gonna get maybe slowly, but downward. We're gonna get into that. But with this type of candles and with this type of actually difference between these bats, between the estimated levels, I'm risking. Oh my god, you may see that only one, that was not so beautiful, but we may see that we actually were correct, that it was just the bad timing of the one of the bats, but it was all fine. At least I hope so. And you see this tendency is just keeps to get bigger, as I told you. And maybe the second and the third and the more that, no, look at that. That's crazy. I don't know, I don't feel right, I don't feel safe anymore, so I wanna make this last one, because it just make these 5 bats and leave it, because I'm already a little bit like, it's not so good. Right there, expectation just was, that's the bottom, and we're gonna be rising, but still, maybe with the momentum we can read it, we can see it, but what about the ATR? And I prefer ATR even more. It seems to be more stable in most of the cases, but right there you may see that we haven't seen such a clear falling on the ATR before, and we don't see such a clear rising also. So maybe that gives us the hope that all these figures of the ATR, maybe it is just started to show us a little bit earlier that actually we're going to be getting downward after. That's fine, because we entered just in the beginning of the short trend, and while we're going to be still waiting for our result, it is the beginning. Yes, it is. It's fine. The beginning of the opposite trend, and right there you may see that the ATR still was a little bit more about the future, a little bit more about the prediction, a little bit more about the big tendencies, and we just kind of thankful for that. I wish it was actually better. That was my plan, just to give, you know, in this atmosphere with all of that, just to have the nicest and the perfect trade in. And of course, I needed the better strategy for that. You can see that the market were crazy, the candles were crazy, the strategy was a little bit ineffective. But anyway, maybe that's just the reason to close my laptop, to close all the working stuff, and just to go celebrate, prepare, and having the nicest evenings, I don't know, the nicest mornings out of the trading, because the holiday is a holiday. So that's it.